Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Private Island Skyblock, and in this episode we'll be doing 200 days, so I hope you enjoy, and here we go. On day 1 we just collected our minions. On day 2 we got into the main aspect of these 100 days, which is the farm island. Now in Potato Collection there's an area where you can find a portal to the barn, and using that we teleported through to the barn, and there's a ton of resources here. And I think this follows all the rules of our game, because we didn't go to the hub, and we haven't interacted with other players. Because we're kind of running out of ideas to do on our island, and this kind of spiced things up a bit. As you can see, there's an abundance of resources here, like melons, pumpkins, which you can collect on our own island. There are potatoes, wheat, carrots, mobs, and a teleport pad through to the mushroom desert, which meant we can now collect all new resources like cocoa beans, sand, and cactus. After we took the slime launcher to the mushroom desert, we instantly got to mining up some cocoa beans after we collected some sugarcane and stuff, because that meant we could make a portal to the mushroom desert, and as you'll see later, that comes in very handy to unlocking even more places on the map. I also had to remember that now we were on a public island, and I had to set my player pickup range to nothing, which meant that if anyone dropped an item I couldn't accidentally pick it up, and it would just mean that less mistakes would happen over the course of the events. After days of farming up cocoa beans, you finally unlocked the portal to the mushroom desert, and you might be wondering, Modcraft, why would you need that? And you'll see, I actually need it because on the edges here, there is jungle wood, and after farming up this jungle wood, we can make a portal to the jungle islands, and that will unlock all the different woods and a bunch of different areas. Now we were very fortunate because the sapling actually dropped from one of these leaves, which made it a ton easier because we could just place down the sapling, mine up the tree, place down more saplings, and then mine up the tree, which made the process a lot easier. After a day or so of foraging, we finally had enough wood, so we made up the portal and placed it down so we could get access to the foraging islands. Now, I don't know why it says dark thicket, because it's clearly not a dark thicket, it's a jungle wood, but this bug's been in the game since Jungle Island things were released, so yeah, I guess it's probably not going to be patched anytime soon. Once we arrived, we started collecting all the different wood types and talking to all the different NPCs. I did the first part of the Romeo and Juliet quest, and got myself a nice talisman. On day 9, we were working towards the second layer for mod spawning, and even though I didn't really use this over the 100 days, I will definitely use it over the next, so I guess it was kind of worth making it. On day 10, I unlocked gold collection by putting the gold ingots I mined in the spruce forest and putting into a furnace with some wood and just smelting it down. On day 11, I turned some seeds into dirt. And on day 12, I got to removing all the torches here because I didn't need to spawn any passive mobs now. So I kind of removed days of work. On day 13, I got to making gold tools because they were faster than my ones I had now. On day 14, was spent mining up gold out of this little area here, which I did by just swapping lobbies and then mining up more gold. On day 15, I just ran around killing chickens so I can make a chicken minion so I can get some eggs faster. On day 16, a Jerry's Workshop event was active, so we went to the Jerry's Workshop so we could get presents. I don't know, there wasn't really much we unlocked at the Jerry's Workshop, but it's fun to go to other places. Although, something I did do at the Jerry's Workshop was a chicken race, which you can see I'm insane at. Day 18 through 21 was just spent making a sugarcane farm, so here's a quick time lapse of it. On day 22 we made a quick trip down to the dungeon hub. Once I arrived, I ran down to the merchant to just check it out. I bought some arrows from the merchant, so I no longer had to do the bow glitch every time I changed lobbies. I used this guy, whatever his name is, to reforge my armor and my tools and my talismans. Then unfortunately we learnt that you need combat level 15 and we all had combat level 11. On day 23 through 27 was spent out on this new desert island because Hypixel had just updated the desert area. So there were a bunch of new NPCs and a bunch of new things we could unlock, so we instantly went to explore that. With the new addition of the desert island, they added the Technoblade orb shop to the desert island, which meant I could buy it, and using those orbs I unlocked alchemy levels and enchanting levels. This guy over here, the window operator, he just required some simple stuff to unlock him, but once I unlocked him, he gave me a farm merchant, which was decent, but I already had a merchant to sell stuff at the dungeon hub, and I could already access sand and other resources at the desert island that had been revamped, but it was still gold nonetheless. Rest in peace, shiny pig. Day 31 to day 31. On day 32, I got both alchemy and enchanting in a row, which gave me an extra 2 levels to that, so that's pretty cool. On day 33, I crafted a chicken head, which meant that now every 20 seconds when I shifted, I would get a chicken egg, which meant that I was on my way to getting an enchanted egg, which I could put in a chicken minion to get eggs way faster. On day 34, I went over to the fire trial area to see how far I could get, and I got to, I think, the first level up, which meant that I unlocked a badge. In the process, I also ended up getting foraging 10, which was a pretty neat bonus. On day 35, I unlocked the jungle axe recipe, which meant that now I could mine wood way faster and level foraging up way faster. On day 36, I found this weird thing in the new farm, and on day 37, I unlocked farming 14. And on day 38, I met a second Enderman minion, which meant I could get combat XP much faster. Day 39 was spent foraging. And day 40, I bought some 2-room TNT, blew up a wall, and then broke down the dog until it gave me some wood. Day 41 to day 43 was spent farming mushrooms, so I could unlock the flying mushroom recipe. Day 44 was spent realizing I don't have access to redstone. Day 45, I helped out Anon because he was planting the carrots back at the barn. And yeah, it was fun. Day 46, I gave the chicken minion an enchanted chicken, so now every chicken it spawns, it'll lay an egg. Day 42nd, I got my second enchanted egg, and this meant that I could craft a pet, so I got the rabbit pet, and unfortunately it was common, but I mean, a pet's a pet. I could finally unlock taming, and some other bonuses that pets give. Day 48 was spent leveling up my taming and my pet. Day 49. Is that a YouTuber? A YouTuber? No way, I want to be a YouTuber. And on that note, you guys should subscribe so I can get YouTube rank. Day 53 was spent farming. Day 54, I collected up some simple carrot candies. In day 55, I applied to my rabbit pet and leveled it up to about level 61. Day 56, I tried out the fire camp trials again, but this time with my new reforged armor and level 61 rabbit pet. Day 58, I made my second pet. This one was a silverfish pet, which meant now if I collected up mining experience, I'd get more taming XP. On day 60, I once again leveled up my pet using simple carrot candy. Day 62 was painful. I have 250 ping living in Australia, and that means that this was super laggy and I did terribly. On day 63, I made another pet. This one was a pig pet, and actually wasn't a common one this time, it was uncommon. This pet was definitely just for the novelty to ride around. Obviously, the next day, day 64, I had to level it up using simple carrot candies. I spent day 65 farming, same with day 66, 67, 68, and 69. Surprise, I was also farming on day 70. Guess what? Day 71, I wasn't farming. I was actually spent day 71, day 72 comparing Jungle Axe to Gold Axe, see which one was faster. And Jungle Axe was a bit faster, so that's what I decided to use. Due to the shine of the pigs being finished, there was now a 25% fishing experience, so I decided to use that and went fishing. Farming. Farming. Day 75, I crafted a wheat minion and spoke to the farmhand, and they gave me an entire 10 farming experience and an enchanted bread. The Jerry Shine activated this weird thing where creepers spawned on the barn island, so I just did what I would do in any fight and spammed this guy full of bows, filled him with arrows until he died, and then collected his enchanted gunpowder which he dropped, and unlocked a ton of gunpowder collection which was kind of useless. Oh yeah, day 78 farming. On day 79 I completed the treasure hunters quest, and after like a long, hard, quick search of the Wikipedia I found the exact location. But I mean, it wasn't really much to fuss over, because I got 5 enchanted brown mushrooms and they didn't even count towards collection. Day 80 I probably completed the hardest quest of my life. I spoke to Trevor the Trapper, I clicked yes, I walked over to this person, checked out what endangered meant, walked like 10 steps to the edge of the cave, and with my awesome powers just killed the mob by thinking about it. Day 82 I spent all my savings on 5 minutes of rain. I have found a technique for killing the squids. So I'll use the ability, fly over to the squid, and then jab it with my sword. Day 84 I foraged with the 25% boost that the pig shrine gave me. Say it with me, farming. Day 86 through to 93, I realized that I could instantly mine the sand over here, so I did that for a while and got a ton of mining XP. Day 95 I hit foraging 14. Day 96 I did Gustave's race in the area here, which is a thing I didn't even realize still existed. But hey, at least I got a shiny pebble. Day 97 was spent killing Enderman at my farm so I could level up my bestiality. day 98, I got 50 farming experience from Melon 2. Now, day 90, I wanted to speak about a few things. Step 1, I wanted to thank everyone because I hit 100,000 views on the channel, and that's just incredible. Especially someone who only has like 380 subscribers at the time of recording this. So thank you everyone who subscribed and watched my videos so much. Number 2, obviously, I asked you guys to subscribe, but you know, yeah. If you watch all the way through, might as well. It's like 5 seconds. And 3, I want to talk about the next days. So, what I'm planning to do for 300 days is I'm gonna go and kill a bunch of witches on those spawning platforms I made, so that I can use the travel scroll to the Blazing Fortress, and from there I can go to the end and Spikes, of course. So that's gonna take like 2 stacks of enchanted glowstone, so obviously I need 2 stacks to make a minion. And from there, hopefully using the end and all those things, I'll be able to unlock dungeons, and with these things they're gonna be very grindy. So if you want to subscribe and see my live streams, that'd be really cool. Check them out. I'll be live streaming from now on. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, enjoy it.